There's that kid in like an Expire crew neck, like crowd surfing for the 83rd time and lands on your head. I like this comment because it's very raw. It's just straight to the point. It's 4 words. Moshing is sick. Bro, what is going on, my mates? Hope everyone's been very well. First and foremost, dude, I want to thank everyone for freaking 10K on the channel, dude. Freaking ridiculous. Thank you so much. I won't go off into a whole rant about this, but thank you so much, dude. Just know that it really does mean a lot. So today we're going to be talking about hardcore dancing, moshing, whatever you really want to call it, you know, like the circle pit or whatever. We've all done it. Your mom's done it. Your dad's done it. It's been around for years. It's so many different types of shows. Punk, metal, deathcore, metalcore, hardcore, pretty much any type of music where it's even slightly aggressive, you're gonna find this hardcore dancing. So in a video called Angriest Pop Punk Songs Ever Part 2, I asked this question, everyone. What are your thoughts on that? Is it dumb, stupid, cool, and have you done it? And you can even toss in a story. And today we're going to be answering that question. I'm kind of gonna react to them, and we're just gonna have fun with it. First up on the chopping block, this comment isn't really about hardcore dancing at all, but these comments I just always feel really bad for people that comment stuff like this, because you know they're hurting deeply inside. But anyway, so the comment just said, you talk too much, go to hell. First of all, he used the wrong "too." It's TOO, as in like too much. But anyway, he said, you talk too much, go to hell, right? And I was like, dude, I know you're just jealous of my Blockbuster membership card. And it's like, I mean, like, this isn't the first time this has happened on YouTube and in real life, so it's like I'm used to it, but I don't know, it just still bums me out, like for other people. Hardcore dancing is fine when done safely. I just can't get behind the people that crowd kill or mosh to hurt people. Also, the lack of Hit the Lights body bag makes me sad, so I'd be on the exact same page as you. Basically, hardcore dancing, it's sick, it's cool, it's fun. I personally think it's actually kind of stupid. Have I done it? Yes. Will I do it some more? Probably, but I don't know. I mean, like, you look at it, you're like, dude, this is kind of stupid, but like deducing that, I'm like, okay, so it's stupid, and then my next thought is like, all right, let's do it. Honestly, kind of funny and exciting to see people at shows in the middle of sets basically trying to kill each other. It's like being on the edge of death from a distance. Just hope the person behind you doesn't shove you in, and you should all have a fun time. Yeah, definitely. I think it's also, I like what you're saying. It's kind of fun to stand like right before the pit, or like the circle pit, or I don't even know, just like the pit in general, and just kind of like watch it, but like not be in it, but be really close. It's like you're experiencing death, but not yet. My first time in a circle pit was at a yellow card show during Ocean Avenue. That's actually pretty freaking tight. Push pits and circle pits are a fun group event. It's lame when people take hardcore dancing too seriously and hurt other people. Well, isn't cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that your first any type of pit or moshing at all was to Ocean Avenue's song called, to Yellow Card's song, Ocean Avenue. I mean, I've been listening to that song since I was like 17. I gave myself a concussion in the mosh pit during a cattle decap set. I've also been punched in the face in pits for ADTR and a bunch of other shows. I love it. One hell of an adrenaline rush. Yeah, definitely, dude. I've definitely been punched in the face. It kind of sucks. One time at Warped Tour 2013, I was watching this really cool band called The Chariot, got totally punched in the face, and I don't know, it's like, it sucks, but it also is really great at the same time, because, I don't know, you kind of feel like you've accomplished something, especially if you get hurt really bad, like, nose punch, like, but if you, like, I don't know, like, break a limb, you're like, dude, that's a pretty big deal, that's cool, you know? Hardcore pits are way better than push pits we get for pop punk bands in Dallas. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence of this one, because I really like push pits, because I'm kind of like a little baby, you know what I mean, and don't want to get hurt. But at the same time, like a real pit, you know, with people swinging their arms around, doing like, I don't know, like the wheelbarrow, and I don't know, just all those ridiculous moves. That's pretty fun to watch too. No matter how many shows I've gone to, any kind of dancing still just looks so awkward to me, and I'd like to keep my glasses on my face, so you'll find me in the back being a pansy. Honestly, I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, especially if you have glasses, I wouldn't want those to go flying off, because, well, those are never really cheap, and I'm sure your insurance even covers part of that. But anyway, I know what you mean. It looks really weird. Like, no matter how many times you see it, you're gonna be like, dude, this looks weird. Especially when you see it for the first time, you're just like, dude, this looks a little strange. I think hardcore dancing is part of the culture of some pop punk, hardcore, and core genres. I think it has its place in the scene and isn't an issue unless someone is specifically targeted. Yeah, pretty much going back to the whole crowd killing thing. That's not cool. Don't do it. Don't single people out. that kind of defeats the purpose of all of it, because from my perspective, it's like, oh, you just kind of like go at it with random people like in a playful, pretty fun way for, I don't know, like a set or something. But if you single someone out, it kills that whole spirit. Hardcore dancing is pretty cool to an extent. Whenever I do it, I end up with a headache or just plain hurt myself, so I tend to stick to head bangs. I feel you, dog. No one wants to get hurt, especially the next day. If you have like work or something, you're already staying up till like 12 at night, throwing your body around, and you have to wake up at 6 the next day and you just feel like you're dying. So I'm on the same page as you, man. That may be what I would do these days. I like this comment because it's very raw. It's just straight to the point. It's 4 words. Moshing is sick. Bro, I can agree with that for the most part. It's pretty sick. I think wiggly woggling your arms is alg. Just sort of do what you feel sometimes. I flail them around when I'm at home. It's kind of a nice stretch. Yeah, I agree with you, Lance. Hardcore dancing is great. Really makes a show sometimes. I've personally never done it, but I enjoy watching people do it. The big problem is when a band like Real Friends does a tour with someone like Boston Manor is going to cater to the circle pit, and the incredibly young audience of Real Friends might not be ready for it. That's when you have people getting hurt, which is not chill. That's really interesting. I don't really feel like Real Friends and Boston Manor would like be that different live. I don't know. I feel like I've seen both and I just feel like they're like not that different. I don't know. Prove me wrong. Not as big into moshing as I used to be, but I've moved on to stage diving. Let me tell you, there is not a more exhilarating experience on the planet. Actually, I think the very first time I ever did a stage dive was to the band Real Friends. I mean like a real show, not just like a local show with like 30 people, like a show, you know, like a Chain Reaction. But yeah, stage diving is pretty cool. Again, that's something you should definitely be careful about. If you weigh more than like 1 pound, you probably shouldn't do it. No, I'm just kidding. Most people weigh more than that, so anyone can do it. I think it's annoying when the crowd at a concert gets rowdy. I come to the show to see the band, and I don't like the fact that I have to pay attention to what the crowd is doing the whole time. I mean, I get that there's the whole punk vibe of bouncing around in the crowd, but I just don't want to deal with that. If the bands I like ever played at seated venues, I'd be happy. Matt, dog, I'd like... You're just not like ever gonna go to it like any type of show like of bands that we discuss on here and not have that type of thing going on. Like, I understand why you may not enjoy it, but the sad, harsh reality is that you're always gonna have to deal with that at those types of shows, mate. We're gonna round off the comments with this little comment left by someone named Anna, and I think it raises a really cogent point, so let's see what she has to say. Don't be annoying when most people just want to enjoy the show by singing along. Maybe don't crowd surf for a 10th time to a ballad in a tiny no barrier venue where the front row is basically has to act as security to see that you're safe. So what I think is a really good point that she made is don't crowd surf for the 10th time in a venue with like 30 people. Again, my biggest thing is do whatever you want, have fun, just go crazy. But I don't know, dude, I've been to the Chain Reaction, and like there's that kid in like an Expire crew neck like crowd surfing for the 83rd time and lands on your head for the 10,000th time, and you're just like, dude, like chill, bro. But I don't know, I feel like that also kind of like defeats the punk vibe. But is anyone on the same page as me like with that? Is that kind of annoying when that same kid in the freaking harm's way snapback won't stop crowd surfing? I don't know. Let me know. My mates, thank you so much for checking out this video. Let me know if you like this style of video. I think it's fun to get some interaction from the mates, then I interact with the mates who have interacted, and it just creates a really cool community feel, at least from my perspective. So let me know what you think. Also, dude, you gotta go follow Matesclub USA on Instagram. Sickest brand in the effing game, dude. It's affordable, it's great quality, it's freaking limited and dope, dude. Like, what more could you possibly want, dude? Thank you so much for 10K, my mates. I will see everyone on Sunday with a brand new video.